What's up, YouTube? This is Ricky with the 125. Hey guys, I want to make a video about water changes. I actually had a subscriber on my last video I posted unboxing the iMac 4K display. He had commented and he was telling me how much I helped him with one of my videos about cycling his tank. And one of the most important thing about cycling your tank is it has to deal with the water changes. And you guys know that I just bought this house and I just set this tank up, I think tomorrow, or actually today, it'll be 2 months. This tank has been running without a water change for 2 months. And that's not just because I've been lazy. That's not just because I didn't want to do it or have the stuff. I haven't done a water change for 2 months. It's because I wanted everything to be cycled. I got one fish in here. I even got some debris down here. I wanted all that just to get in there so it can build my tank with good beneficial bacteria, build my gravel with good beneficial bacteria, and also my FX6, which is the most important thing that you want to make sure you have good beneficial bacteria and that is your filter. But I'm going to show you how to do a water change. After you established all your good bacteria, your cycle, this is how you're going to do a water change. Now, I'm using a Python siphon. Come here to my guest bathroom. Okay, put on a lot. It's connected here to my guest bathroom sink. Now, like I told you, this is my first water change in this house. So hopefully, because if anybody's running a siphon knows the water actually comes out a lot faster. So hopefully my tank does not overflow. But anyway, now the siphon Python, it actually comes, make sure there's no loops, just right here, all the way down, get out that loop. It actually comes, I think, 2 sizes. It comes in a 50-yarder and a 100-yarder. I think I got a 50-yarder. Luckily, I worked it out because if I'm buying one, next time I probably would go with a 100-yarder. Just a little extra kink if you need it. If your sink breaks down, you gotta go to a different sink or something, or faucets outside, whatever. I will always go with the longer, but this one works. I got it. So, what you're gonna want to do with your siphon? This is how you're gonna clean your water. What you want to do with the siphon is you're going to want to come back here to your bathroom and you're going to want to turn on your water. Just like that. Then you come back and follow your hose. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's sucking, right? Got to get that kink out of here. I'm going to put the camera down in a second so you guys can actually get a look at how I'm doing this. So you're gonna take your siphon into your siphon hose. You're gonna submerge it down, and the water is just gonna start flowing. Right? Then you're gonna go back to your bathroom and make sure nothing's overflowing. Got some water in there. Hope it doesn't overflow. Hope it. I'm over here like scared to talk to them. Hopefully my sink can actually take that water. I would prefer it in my kitchen sink, but the nozzle's all weird, whatever, so you can do the nozzle where you are. Alright, so let me see if I can put this down and still talk to you guys. Alright, so once you got your siphon up and running, your best filter is your gravel bed. I don't care if you went out to buy the FX6 for like 400 bucks, you went to go buy this hanger back filter. You're gonna see why I say your best filter is your gravel bed. Give me one more second because I want to check on this water. Okay, so my sink looks like it's gonna maintain the water pressure that's coming from the tank. Now, the reason I say that your gravel filter or gravel bed is the best filter is because it gets everything that the filter can't get, right? The filter's soaking in water. So all like the heavy kind of debris that falls down, it gets into your gravel. It gets into your gravel, some of the food that your fish don't eat, and maybe your fish likes to move gravel, like Oscars. They love to move gravel around. You're not gonna see it because they might toss some gravel over there, which is gonna cause mold in the bottom of your tank. It's gonna just change your parameters. When I say parameters, I mean like your nitrate, your nitrites, and your ammonia. So you don't have to do a gravel change every time you do a water change, depending on the bioload you have in your tank, how many fish you have in your tank. I don't do it every time, but like I said, I haven't done it in 2 months. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a gravel vacuum. I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick. So you basically take your end of your python and you siphon. I don't know if you guys can see that dirt. I'm gonna bring it a little closer for you guys to see. All right. So basically, you take your siphon and you get down there, right? You guys see all that dirt, all that debris and junk that's just caked inside your gravel. You're gonna want to get all of that out. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the water change because I'm gonna go ahead and clean out the entire gravel bed, change about maybe 25% of the water, and then I'm gonna come back and let you know. All right, so guys, now after you have siphoned your gravel, got everything clean, this is a one-stop shop. Go ahead and change around your decorations if you want to. Go ahead and check your filters, see anything that's falling off. Check your heater, make sure your heater is working. This is the one-stop shop. Make sure everything down here is tidy. Make sure everything's good. Because what I like to do is once I do my water change, while this is still sucking water, because while my siphon is still sucking water, because I already cleaned my gravel bed, let me go ahead and get that extra 10% of water I want out, right? So while I'm getting that extra 10% of water out that I want out of my water that I want to change, I go ahead and change things. I'm like, man, this tree's all up here. My filter looks a little weird. So this is a one-stop shop. Go ahead and check everything you need to check. So your water change can so you can sit back and enjoy it basically, right? You don't want to have to come back to your fish tank every day other than feeding, you know? Make sure everything looks good at this point while you're doing the water change. It'll make the fish hobbying much easier. All right, guys, so after you got everything set up, you check your filters, you check your water heater, you kind of redecorate the way you want to, you're gonna wanna have the dechlorinator, right? So I think I did, maybe a couple months ago, I did a video about what's the best dechlorinator. And two of my best decchlorinators I use, number one is Prime, right? Number one is Prime because it actually eliminates, or doesn't eliminate, but it detoxifies the ammonia and other bad elements in your water, which is a great, I think it's actually the best dechlorinator out there is Prime by siphon. But when you're a little money tight or whatever, Aqua. Now, it doesn't do everything that Prime does, but it does what you need to do is make your tap water safe. When PetSmart or Petco or my local pet, or I'm far away from my local pet store, I can't buy a bottle of Prime. I go to Walmart, Target, whatever, get some Tetra, AquaSafe, really good dechlorinator. Does what it says it's gonna do on the bottle. Deschlorination water, right? That's what you basically want to do. And sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you don't want to put all those chemicals in your water. Just something that's going to detoxify the chlorine in your water. So I just went to the local Walmart right now and got AquaSafe from Tetra. Basically, it makes your tap water safe. And that's basically what you want to do. You're going to read the bottle. You're going to read the top, how much you put in there based on what size your fish tank is. So what you're going to want to do is hopefully I can do this. You're gonna want to take your python out of the water, and you're gonna want to bring it out here and drain it all the way back in here. All right, here's something I didn't tell you guys about. I put it in, I forgot about it. But, you know what, I got this from the kitchen. My wife probably get mad because she cooks with this. Oh, well, but, you want like a drainer. Because sometimes, when you're siphoning, you get like little debris, like little gravel in there, right? You don't want that in your fish tank. I mean, you don't want that in your sink because it's going to clog up your sink, cause a bigger problem. Just get something that, catches all that big debris that you don't want to clog up your drain. Anyway, you're going to want to take that siphon and you're going to want to push all that water out because the new water is coming from your sink, right? So when all that water that's in this python right here, if you don't clean out the python, all that water that you meant to take out, it's not going to be a whole bunch, but it's going to go right back into your tank. So basically, you're going to, let me see if I can put you guys down and do it this way. But basically, you're going to take the python out and you're going to drain the water through. Right? All the way through to a sink. I hope you guys can catch this. If not, sorry. But what you're going to do, you want to drain the python. Oh, don't drop it on the floor either because your water will come out. But drain the python. Push it all the way to your sink. And what I like to do is, I like to put my dechlorinator in while I'm doing the water. Some people like to fill up the water, then put the dechlorinator in. I don't like that. I feel like it's harmful to fish. A couple seconds without air for humans, it's okay. Maybe a couple seconds with chlorine water in the tank, it's okay. But personally, my preference is go ahead and pour your dechlorinator in there, then put the water in there. Sometimes I pour a little extra sometimes in case I didn't measure it right. But I'm going to go ahead and pour the dechlorinator in there. I'm going to go ahead and start filling it up, and I'll get to you guys when I'm start filling it up. So I just put my dechlorinator in there. Now I got the water going. It's very important that you get this water almost exact to your water in the fish tank. Now, let's say your water's a little cold. Maybe your water, your heater, your tank is a little off. It's not working as good as it should be. It's not at 70. It's at 68. Now, yeah, you can raise the water temperature to 70. 2 degrees is not going to kill your fish. It's where you go from 50 degrees in your fish tank to 80 degrees in your fish tank. That's where it's going to start stress. Those couple degrees, it's not going to hurt. But you want to be as you want to make changes as slow as possible, basically. You don't want to dramatically change the temperature of your tank, especially within a day. So my water is actually a little colder. We were blasting the AC last night, and I'm guessing that's so, because I checked the heater. The heater's working fine. So it's running about 68 degrees. So I got my water, my thermometer I just threw back in here. It's running about 70 degrees. All right, so that's gonna balance out. Maybe gonna raise up to a 69, whatever. But like I said, you don't want to dramatically change the water temperature in a short period of time. Now, filling up your tank is gonna take a little bit of time, right? You're just not gonna sit here. That's why you got the siphon for. So you don't have to sit here and babysit all day or taking buckets and stuff, buckets of water out, which would be good if you had a garden or something. You put that fish tank water in your garden, but which I don't. So, well, I do, but like I told you, I only got the 50, so I can't run my hose all the way out to the water garden. So, but basically, clean up around the house. You got time. You got 20, 30 minutes, whatever. Clean up around the house. I got a bag of trash right here I need to take out that my wife's been telling me to take out for the last 2 days. So, you know what I mean? Don't hesitate, but be mindful that you still got water running. The siphon is not that smart. If your tank starts to overflow, the siphon is still going to be pushing water out of that sink. So be mindful that you still are filling up your tank. But don't hesitate to do some other stuff around the house. Like, take out this trash, which I'm about to do. All right, guys, so once you're done filling up your tank, you're making sure it's not overflown, you took out your trash, you're gonna go back here. You're actually gonna because this is a python, you're actually gonna turn off the water because you might get stopped on the way back to your, there we go. So you might get stopped. God, didn't have that tight on enough. All right, guys, I'm over here teaching you guys how to do a water change. Make sure your equipment is on here tightly. Mine's, when I had shut off the valve right here, mine slipped off. So when they say no spill siphon, oh my God, it's a spill, isn't it? But yeah, hey, just make sure your equipment is actually screwed on there tight. I can't screw it on there right now because I got the phone in my other hand. So basically what I'm going to do is just take this nozzle right here. I'm not going to worry about screwing it up for the purpose of this video right now. And I'm just going to set the camera, hopefully, nope, hopefully somewhere, maybe on my neck. Okay, so right there. Hey, sorry about that, guys. That was unexpected for that. That's my fault. So I got water on the floor, but that's cool, right? We're not gonna worry about the spill right now. So we're gonna actually take out the siphon. We're gonna take out the siphon. We're actually gonna just throw that in the. We're actually gonna throw this in the bathroom as well. We'll figure that out later. So we're gonna go back in here. Now, there's a point of time where you should. Let me clean my camera lens. Okay, so we're good. Let's focus. So there was a point in time where you should have had your net and you get out some of that debris. I couldn't find my net. I don't know. It's probably packed up in one of these boxes. So once after I find my net, I'm gonna come back around and I'm gonna swoop this out. But basically, you're done. This is the water change right here. You gotta try to make it a one-stop shop. Unless you like to, hey, have Monday, oh, I want to check my filter. On Tuesday, I want to check my gravel. On Wednesday, I want to do this. What I do is I do one-stop shop. I check my filters. I check my my parameters before my water change, guys. Don't check your parameters after your water change because you're gonna get a false reading. You're getting brand new water in there, and it's just gonna mess up your reading. So once you do checking your parameters, your ammonia, your nitrites, you're gonna wanna do that before you do a water change. So anyway, you check your filters, you check your water, you check your parameters, you make sure everything's plugged in, you make sure your siphon is screwed in so you won't have water all over the floor. Other than that, it's good. My fish tank, I see him, in another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, since he's the only one in there. Since he's my only biolog in there, I might push it to 3 weeks, every 3 weeks. Like I said, hey, I enjoyed the comments on you guys. What should I do? I'm still looking. I haven't been to the pet shop yet though, because you know what I mean. I'm still getting used to everything. But hey, I'm leaning on Oscar, guys. I'm leaning on more Oscars because they're my favorite fish. But like I said, if you guys got some more ideas of what I should stock this tank with, let me know. I hope this has been a great video or a good video. Maybe it showed you some tips or some guidelines on how to do a water change. It's very simple with the siphon. Trust me, I got 10-gallon buckets or 5-gallon buckets outside in my garage right now that I hate taking back and forward. Go purchase you a siphon. It's going to take the stress off of you a lot. But hey, guys, it's the Ricky with the 125. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Out.